What I think this shows is the continual weakness of the Prime Minister, because there's a double weakness here. He should never have appointed him in the first place, along with other members of the Cabinet that shouldn't have been appointed. And then he didn't sack him. And even today, it's Raab who resigns rather than the Prime Minister who acts. And I think, you know, we're here at Middlesbrough College. I've been talking to the next generation of NHS staff. They desperately want to talk about the future of the NHS. And here we are talking about these weaknesses at the top of the Tory party. And I think, you know, in the end, after 13 years, it just demonstrates that no matter how many times you change the person at the top, you've essentially got a party that just can't deliver, just can't govern.
Dominic Raab said, depending on the findings of the report, he would resign. He has now resigned. He's done the right thing, hasn't he?
Well, the big question for the Prime Minister is why he was so weak to appoint him in the first place. The second question for the Prime Minister is why he didn't sack him. And now it's left to Dominic Raab to resign, and the Prime Minister hasn't acted. And it's that indecision, it's that weakness, I think, that goes to the heart, not just of this Prime Minister, but of 13 years now of failure. And it's why people desperately want to change. And also, you know, there's a bigger picture here. We've got a cost of living crisis. There's a future of the NHS that you know, is really, really important. I've been talking to students here who are the future workforce of the NHS. They desperately want to talk about the NHS, and we're mired in talking about the weaknesses and the inability of the government to actually deliver anything for the people of this country.
Mr Raab has resigned. He's gone down fighting, though. He's taken aim at the inquiry, saying that in setting a threshold for bullying so low, it set a dangerous precedent. It'll encourage spurious complaints against ministers and have a chilling effect on those driving change on behalf of government and, ultimately, the British people.
I don't know why Dominic Raab, in the middle of a cost of living crisis, thinks that anybody wants to hear about his whining about having to resign. What I think everybody wants is strong leadership, and that has been palpably absent here.